Let's do a self-exploration meditation on Aabhaasa of sound, or the shadow of sound. Before the eyes of the waker close, turn on the lamp, turn its head towards the wall such that the light from the lamp is localized in a spotlight, in the form of a spotlight on the wall. When your lamp is in place, allow the waker to sit down close to the lamp and let the eyes of the waker close. Let the body relax and let the waker completely disappear into the silence. Be a witness to the waker. Let the waker disappear. What is Aabhaasa? Aabhaasa, or shadow, is the feeling of it is when it is not. A child plays with its shadow. The shadow gives a feeling of being real, yet it is not. The rainbow imparts the Aabhaasa of having a specific locus in the sky. It gives a feeling that it lives in the sky permanently, like the sun and the moon. The truth is that the illusory rainbow prevails momentarily. After it disappears, it is nowhere to be found. There is no location which can be visited to meet with the rainbow. That which appears to be but is not, that is Aabhaasa. reflection, shadow. The Jnani or the wise one refuses to be fooled by Aabhaasa. There is merely an Aabhaasa that there is a listener listening to the sound of some wise words right now. In reality, there is only the blank canvas of the now, bearing a single arising at any given instance. When the listener is, the listening and the sound are not. When the listening is, the sound and the listener are not. When the sound is, the listener and listening are not. There is only an Aabhaasa of a continuous listener listening to a continuous sound. There is no sound, no listener, and no listening. Aabhasa is merely borrowed existence, borrowed aliveness, borrowed excitement. Aabhasa is of the flow that brings the arisings. Right now, the flow has brought the arising of this sound your way. Aabhasa has several purposes. It projects an illusion of a perceivable world. It fools you that you are the experiencer of this world. It fools you that you are the doer in this world, and the experiencing was an effect of your doing. All these are illusions. Look carefully. There is a glass wall, invisible wall, between you and the waker Aabhaasa. A glass wall is simply an analogy being used here. It means you are not listening. There is only an idea of listening. You are not in control. There is only an idea of control. How much ever you want to control the listener Aabhaasa, you fail. How much ever you want to control the sound Aabhaasa, you fail. How much ever you want to control the listening Aabhaasa, you fail. You are unable to get to the other side of this invisible wall, as if it is made of glass. Why do you fail? What is the nature of Aabhasa that is responsible for the failure? Why are you not able to get onto the other side of this invisible wall? Let's attempt to understand the reason for this failure with another analogy, an open eyed analogy. Let the eyes of the waker open and bring both your hands together. Make a butterfly or a bird with your hands like little kids and place the butterfly or bird in between the lamp and the wall. Now carefully look at the shadow of the butterfly or the bird on the wall. Move the wings. Observe the movement carefully. The shadow on the wall is the Aabhaasa. It is akin to the movement in consciousness. The light that is being intercepted is akin to consciousness at rest. Do you see that the light is not moving? The light is at rest. Despite the movement of the fingers, the light does not move. Consciousness is ever restful in its nature. Look at the shadow. The shadow is Aabhaasa, the movement in consciousness. Then what are the fingers that are moving? What is that hand that is forming the butterfly? That is desire. Consciousness at rest projects a desire. The shadow of the desire is consciousness in movement, and that is what is experienced as sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, thought, feeling, sensation. Aabhaasa, shadow, reflection, the reflection of desire of consciousness. Now look at the shadow, the movement in consciousness. Understand clearly, the shadow is not real. It appears to be real, but it is not. The shadow is a reflection born of the light. When the light is bright, like the waking light, the shadow is sharp. It's a waking shadow. When the light is dull, like a dream light, the shadow is dull too. A dream shadow, a dream reflection. And when the light is completely off, there are no shadows. There is the absence of shadow. The shadow or reflection is akin to the darkness of ignorance. The light is akin to the illumination of truth. Everything is a reflection or a shadow of reality. Let the eyes of the waker close again. Allow the waker to sit down comfortably. Now pay attention to the sound of these words. Are you able to draw a parallel with the shadow of the butterfly? Are you able to see that this sound is merely a shadow, an Aabhaasa? Are you able to recognize that the listener is merely an Aabhaasa or shadow? Are you able to recognize that listening is merely an Aabhaasa, a shadow? It is the shadow of the desire of consciousness, the reflection of the desire of consciousness. Are you able to recognize the desire? Are you able to recognize the pure consciousness beyond, which is the light itself? Are you able to see it at rest, immovable, intoxicatingly unconscious beingness? Recognize that as your reality. Hold on to that. Don't get fooled by Aabhaasa again. Hold on to that consciousness at rest. The intoxicatingly unconscious beingness. It is actually not conscious. It simply is. Dive deeper into your true self, rejecting all Aabhaasa. Don't be fooled by the Aabhaasa of sound again. Make today's day the day of rejecting all Aabhaasa and coming to the reality that makes the Aabhaasa illuminated. Come back to the source of illumination again and again. Just like we rejected the Aabhasa of sound, similarly, devote today's day to rejecting the Aabhasa of sight, smell, sound, taste, touch, thought, feeling, and sensation. Devote today's day to coming back to your true self. Don't get fooled by Aabhasa again. Don't get fooled by Aabhasa again. Don't get fooled by Aabhasa again.